that way so you can push it back that way so you can actually see it. You know, like if you want to use your camera like it was like a monitor or something, you can actually use the video playback and you can just see it that way. Need to say the camera, you can also look through the viewfinder. You can look through that. A lot of people don't choose to do that, but you can. You can look through that. What you can't do is you can't have the LCD window open and look through the viewfinder. Because if you open the LCD window, it's going to override the viewfinder. So you're not going to be able to see anything. So, again, snatching around on this, I just need adjustment. You know, bending around on this, you're breaking it. It can only go so far. Once it gets, I think it's a 60-degree angle. Once it gets there, as far as it can go. It can go all the way around. Another thing there, let's just see, you know, you're breaking it. Okay? Just need to point that out because I don't want you to break it. Okay? Now, the other thing that's interesting about this camera is that it has like little monitors that you can actually adjust the volume for the recording. It has those two recording buttons. One is for the left side, and the other one's for the right side. Now, keep in mind, like today and all the other days that you're going to be using these cameras, you need to actually turn it away from I think it's from the left. You need to turn it from the left and to the right. So right now at the top it's turned to the left. You need to turn the little dial somewhat past the middle part. So it's something like that. That way you'll get a better recording. Don't turn it all the way. If you turn it all the way, then when you videotape somebody, like you're videotaping Chris, and it's closer than 2 feet, you're gonna get that feedback. You're gonna get that the noise it's gonna be too close, or it's gonna be recording so loud that it's hot. It's what they call it. It's hot, and you'll get that sound feedback. You know, it'll be like this noise that you hear. So you don't want to do that. Also, it has the ability for you to actually record with the mic. These two little buttons you can select from this mic, the camera mic, which is this little black mic right here. That's in the front. You can switch it down to the back, and it'll go to the back mic, and that's actually attached back here. You're going to take like one of these, which is an XLR cable, and it plugs into there. Like that. Again, this is light, very faint snap, not a hard snap. So don't be listening for a hard snap at all. I'm sorry I even mentioned the word snap because that might be the wrong choice of words. But it's very faint, okay? Matter of fact, just if it stays in and there's a little resistance, it's in. It's in. It's good. It's good. If it falls out, then you know it's not in. Okay? Now, couple of things to know about the camera today is that this camera right here, even though it looks like it's pretty durable, it's made out of hard plastic, you know, it's, I think they got it for like, I guess, I want to say $1,500. I want to say something like that. Yeah, it's a Panasonic, so it's a pretty good camera. It's a pretty good camera. I'm sure the school got it on a deal, on a flat rate. They sure got a pretty good deal. It doesn't actually have like an aperture ring where you can see the f-stop. Doesn't have that. Okay, it doesn't have that. And I think the reason for that is because that would allow people to actually move that around a lot. And then, you know, and I guess Panasonic said, well, the camera's not expensive enough to actually have all that, you know. But it does have a feature inside. If you need to see the f-stop, this little wheel right there, if you push that wheel down, it'll actually show you in the viewfinder the f-stop. It'll show it to you. The f-stop is the opening of the aperture. So if it's a real high number like 32, then that means that the opening is not really big. It's real small. If it's a real low number, then vice versa, it's open real big. You know. But you got to remember, video cameras are not like film cameras. We're stepping into lighting now. But video cameras are not like film cameras. Film cameras can receive a lot of light, only because the material, the film itself, is transparent, and you can see right through it. So the light can go right through it, so it can receive more light. The only thing that can receive more light than a film camera is the human eye. You know, a Video camera can't do that because of the fact that we can't see through this tape. You know, the tape, if you pull the tape out, you can't see through it. It just records information, and we can't see through it. So that means that the video camera needs more light. You know, something to keep in mind in the event that, and that's probably going to happen to you guys down the road. One of you guys is going to get the opportunity to videotape something for a friend or somebody you know at some community center or a church or some group that you know. And they're going to say, hey, can you make me a videotape of it? Or a friend is getting married, can you tape it? You know, and then they're going to ask you that obscure question like, well, what kind of light? I mean, we want to shoot this, the reception in the dark, you know, because it's a party. You know, the party lights are going. Is that good? And you're going to be like, no, that's no good. Cause, you know, right, we can't pick it up. Yeah, I want it to be a party. I want to have the party look. Yeah, but the camera can't work in the party look. But I want the party look, but the camera can't. Okay, you know what? As a camera person, what you need to do is two things what you need to do. The first thing you need to do initially, if you're doing something for somebody, and this is the best way, and it's the way most independent camera people work. What you're going to say is these exact words: pay me half of the money now. Okay, pay me half of the money now. Yeah, because I want to get some more equipment too. Okay, and that way at least you got compensated a little. Then you go ahead and shoot what they want. And then the second thing you say when they're looking at it, no, it is what it is, man. I told you there was dark. Camera's not magical. Couldn't shoot through the dark. Well, why were you shooting it? Well, you said shoot it. You said you wanted to keep the party theme going. I told you it was going to be dark. And you didn't try to brighten. I couldn't brighten it. What did it look like in the camera? Dark. Really dark. Really dark. Matter of fact, some of it I kind of like just aimed at the floor because it didn't matter. It didn't make a difference. I was shooting the wall. It really matters. You're never going to see it. And that way, at least you got compensated a little. You got some money. Probably won't get all of the money. Okay? Just need to point that out in the future. Because one of you is going to run into that situation. And you're going to be feeling like, you know, you're going to be feeling like have some heartfelt feelings for the client or the person, because they might be your mom's friend or your dad's friend or a friend of a friend of a friend, or a friend of your brother or sister. And you'd be like, yeah, man, I can sympathize with you, but I couldn't do any better. I mean, what did you want me to do? You're a professional. You went to school for that. But the camera can't do that. It can't do the impossible. It's not magic. They're not magic? No. Oh, these aren't the magical ones. We don't have the magical ones. Why not? Because I don't know where those are. I've been looking for those. I haven't found them yet. I can't find them. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that there's a few things just to know about the camera. Basically, the red button that actually turns it on and turns it off. There's another red button right there. This little button these little buttons right here will zoom in and zoom out. It actually has like another, I was going to talk about this next week, but it has another little feature right here where if you're videotaping something and you want to do that where it looks like somebody's taking a snapshot or something, it can do that. It can take it, you can set it to photo and it'll take a snapshot. What it can't do is it can't go click, 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 it can't do that. Like in a movie, you can't go click, click, and click, click, and it can't do that. You can keep clicking the button, it'll only take one picture, you know, and then 5 seconds later, it'll be ready to take another picture. But you'll be clicking and like, man, this is going to be awesome. You're only going to get one, and then maybe another one, and then maybe another one. But it won't be, you know, and then at that point, when you play it back, again, don't be upset. Just go with it. Just kind of say, well, I guess the camera is not capable of doing that. Okay, now I know. Instead of actually saying, oh, throw it down, and as soon as you throw it down, you broke it. Okay, I'm willing to bet there's no way it's going to hit the ground and absorb.